I'm going to start off here in the book of John, chapter 4. It's Jesus talking to this woman, Samaritan woman, and he asked her for a drink at the well. And I'll just start reading. Here at verse 10, it said, Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that saith unto thee, Give me to drink, thou would have asked him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof it himself, and his children, and his cattle? Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Have you dug a well yourself for you and your family to drink from, your children? Abraham dug wells. Isaac dug wells. It used to be something out of necessity. I was reading in this article, and I kept a little spot I'll read to you, but it was called Out of Necessity. It was talking about how hard it is to dig a well. But here's the quote from it. It says, Every morning before they could begin to work, they had to take the water that had accumulated during the night out of the well and begin to dig in the mud that was sticking to the tools like glue. It was very hard and heavy to work with, as the subsoil was what they call blue clay and very hard. It all had to be picked or chiseled loose before it could be put into the bucket that was used to take the wet clay out of the well. If we're to receive this living water from Jesus, if we do the work to get the muck out of our heart so the living water can be there, it's not always going to be easy. I mean, there's just heavy, hard labor, things that have to be done, things that have to be dealt with in our lives. And the enemy is just going to be sitting there trying to fill in the hole, keeping you from getting it out. Here in Genesis 26:18, it said, Isaac digged again the wells of water which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. Abraham had dug wells, and after he was gone, his enemies tried to stop his children from using them, from getting the water from them. Spiritually speaking, we need to dig wells. We need to get to that living water, that place inside of us where Christ can freely flow, and it can benefit everyone around us. The life of Christ living in you can just be there, flowing freely out of you to all the people around you, giving nutrition, the water. Well, we just need water to live out of necessity. We have to have it to spiritually live. And we can be giving it to those around us. I was dwelling on this thought this morning, and for whatever reason I felt like I should make a little recording and share it. So I hope it finds you well and it blesses you and makes you start to do the work that is necessary in you to get you to where you can be a useful vessel for God, where He can come dwell in your heart, and that water can overflow out of you and pour into the people around you. And the generations to come after you can take that blessed water and drink from it. Jesus bless you.